what's going on, everybody? Steve here, Rake and Profit, coming to you live with another YouTube video from the backyard inside the hot tub right now. And as I was just hanging out, relaxing in the hot tub, I was thinking about a mindset tweak that I made many years ago that I think could help a lot of you guys out, especially, folks who are maybe just getting started to reselling. Maybe you run another business and you're looking to start this on the side, or maybe you're working a job and you're looking to just make some extra income. One thing that's really helped me out is looking at myself as an investor, okay? Now, what's an investor, right? The way I see it is an investor finds an opportunity, something that has potential to make money, hopefully good money down the road, and they put in effort, they put in work, they put in capital into something, and they don't expect to get their money out in the short term. Most investors, obviously there's, exceptions, but most investors are long-term investors, right? They're putting their time, their effort, their money for the most part into something, knowing that, if they follow certain steps, if they, for example, leave their money in the stock market over a certain period of time, after 3, 4, 5, 6 years, the rewards are going to come. And the cool thing about being an investor is in the beginning, it's challenging, right? Because you're spending a lot of time, you're researching, you're learning. For this channel right here, you're watching, you're putting time in, learning Amazon, setting up an account, figuring out sourcing, right? And you're not necessarily getting a return on your money, right? Most investors, they don't expect to get a return in the short term, right? Usually when it comes to investing, the more likely you are to get a really good return in the short term, the higher risk it is. Actually, the more likely it is to lose all of your money, right? So one small tweak that I've made as I've started different businesses, whether it was, a YouTube channel 12 years ago, or selling on Amazon, thrifting, learning that, and then transitioning to what I do now, eBay to Amazon flipping, right? Starting a software company, getting into real estate, investing into stocks and index funds. And, I've got hundreds of thousands of dollars in there that I've invested, right? This small tweak of saying to yourself, and what I've told myself is, all right, I'm going to do my research. If I find a potential opportunity that I see really good money in down the road, I'm going to put my time, I'm going to put my effort, I'm going to put my money into it. I'm not going to expect to get a return in the short term, but I'm just going to go through the process, right? I'm almost going to act as a apprentice. I'm going to have faith. And that's what you've got to do, when you're selling on Amazon, right? If you've done your research, if you've watched the videos and, read blog posts, or I don't know how you're learning, maybe you've gone through a course, or however you figured out Amazon, maybe you have a friend who's having success. You've got to understand that the success isn't going to come in the short term. The success is going to come after a period of time. Typically with Amazon, 3 to 6 months, right? You're going to start to see some results, but you might not necessarily get your money back, right? You might not actually get to a point where you're earning, good income, whatever you want to consider that. Everyone's different, for maybe a year, 18 months. But the cool thing about being an investor is if you're smart, if you put in the work, if you do your research, if you do things the right way in the beginning, if you follow the steps, follow a system, right? Like, for example, if you're, looking to learn how to sell books on Amazon, go through my free 5-day book selling workshop, rakeandprofit.com/workshop. Follow that system. It's 100% free. And then maybe after 3 to 6 months, right, when you say to yourself, okay, I know how to list, I know how to source, I know how to ship, I understand how to read a Keepa chart, I know how to scan products with Scout IQ or Scoutly, I figured out Amazon's optimized shipments and repricing, and you figured out all of that. Then maybe you follow something else, you invest in something else that maybe is going to be maybe more beneficial for you, or something that you just see more practical. Like, for example, I had a coaching call the other day with a really sweet woman. She was really smart, really bright. She owns a bunch of restaurants out of Texas, and family-owned business, and just an awesome girl. And when we were having the conversation, I was saying to her, the first 3 to 6 months, learn thrifting, right? Learn how to scan, learn how to do all the things that really aren't worth your time, because it's not really worth her time after speaking with her to make $20, $30 an hour. She wants to make $100 an hour, $200 an hour, right? In my business, I feel like I'm probably making $500 to $1,000 per hour because I spend such a little amount of time in my business, right? Because I have a prep center. I'm utilizing eBay to Amazon. I'm using Replay and Catcher to source. I've got virtual assistants, right? And that doesn't come overnight, right? But I essentially invested into virtual assistants. I invested into Replay and Catcher. I invested into building a system. I invested in learning how to use a prep center. But the point I want to make is sometimes you've got to be an apprentice. You've got to do things that aren't necessarily worth your time as an investor, right? And for Tiffany, big shout out to Tiffany, she's going to learn how to thrift and go to library sales and all that. And then eventually she's going to move on to maybe eBay to Amazon or Amazon to Amazon, where she can leverage her capital because she has capital that she wants to be able to spend to do the hard work for her, leverage a prep center, source books and different items from eBay or from Amazon, use Replay Catcher, maybe book mine, and, build out and invest into that system. But again, sometimes you have to spend your time and invest into something that's not really worth your time, knowing that down the road as an investor, there's, a pot of gold at the end. And for me, the way I see it, eBay to Amazon flipping, Amazon to Amazon flipping, these are systems that I see as a pot of gold because the margins are through the roof. There's not a ton of competition. Yes, it does require capital. Let's be honest here. You're not going to be doing it with 50 to $100, although you could, but you're not going to be able to really scale your business if you don't have a couple $1,000s, preferably $5,000 to $10,000 to invest. But you can build up to that, right? You could thrift on the side, hit library sales, do retail arbitrage, make your $20, $30, $40 an hour, and then build and scale your business through doing eBay to Amazon on the side, build your bankroll, invest more and more into that, and then eventually maybe get a prep center, get your margins up from 40% to 50 to 60 to 70%, kind of like how I've done in the business. And that takes time, right? As a business owner, right? But again, back to the main point that I wanted to talk about, start thinking of yourself as an investor, right? Start thinking of yourself as somebody who is planting a seed and nurturing it and taking care of it. And you're not one of these people, like, I'm sorry to say, a lot of people online now that just think they're going to get rich overnight, right? They watch one of my Instagram reels and they see me, finding a book and flipping it for 100, or they watch a YouTube video and they see that, I've netted over $10,000 last month and I'm spending a couple hours per month, right? It always goes a lot deeper, right? You've got to scratch the surface, but look at yourself as an investor. See the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, right? Don't always necessarily be trying to just make money super fast, because a lot of times those opportunities where you're just able to make money super duper fast, they're high risk, and a lot of times they're just a little glitch in a matrix that are here and then they're gone like a couple months later. Or it could even be illegal, or it could even be black hat to where you could get in trouble. So look at yourself as an investor. That's how I look at myself with everything that I spend my time on now. If I'm going to spend my time on something, I'm not going to expect to make a ton of money in the short term. I don't believe the YouTubers and the TikTokers and the Instagram people, right? I don't care what it is. Like, obviously there's certain opportunities where you can get rich, but usually it's super duper high risk, right? I'm at the point now where I'm not trying to make, 1,000x my money, but there's a 99.8% chance I'm going to lose my money. I'm looking to put my money into things that are going to work for me and earn income, whether that's my Amazon business, right? I've got about, maybe $50,000, $60,000 in total, maybe a little bit more, maybe like 70 or 80,000 if I include like the value of my inventory plus what I'm spending. I've got that rolling in my business, but I'm earning anywhere sometimes from $10,000 up to $15,000 net profit per month. Now there are months where it's slower and maybe returns were high, so on and so forth, but I feel like the reward versus the risk is just really, really high with eBay to Amazon, and for me, like, I'm happy with that. I've got money in my rental properties, right, that are just passive income. People say passive income doesn't exist. It certainly exists after you put in the hard work and build a system, but passive income doesn't usually last forever, because if you're not maintaining those systems, then they're going to essentially just deteriorate. And there's always things that go wrong. Like with my rental properties, it's super duper passive. Like, I spend probably an hour per quarter on the business because I've got a management company who manages both of my properties. They do everything. They collect rent. They deal with vacancies. If there is a vacancy, we have an agent that's already set up to get somebody in there. If there's repairs, they handle it. I've got my bookkeeper doing all the books, reconciling everything. And if there's any work that needs to be done that's like less than $300, they just do it. They don't even reach out to me. So I get a phone call once a quarter from my management company that maybe shares an issue or something going on, or a vacancy, or maybe wants me to double check if I'm cool with this tenant coming in based on their background check, so on and so forth. I make passive income from the stock market, right? I've got hundreds of thousands of dollars in index funds, and a lot of those index funds are earning dividends. I'm not getting rich off of it, right? But that's a cool little side hustle as well. But, I'm not here to talk about passive income. I'm talking about being an investor. And when you look at yourself as an investor, you analyze deals differently. You don't beat yourself up for working for free sometimes. You don't beat yourself up for not getting results super duper fast, because you've done your research, you've done your homework. Hopefully you have a mentor or somebody that you trust. Maybe it's me, you watch my videos, or maybe it's a friend of yours, so on and so forth. But you have the faith that as long as you keep pushing forward, even though you're not making a lot of money now, and Amazon might be holding your payouts, so on and so forth, there's the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, right? So start looking at yourself as an investor. Don't look at yourself as a hobbyist or someone who's just running a side hustle or someone who's just experimenting or someone who's just dabbling. Those are the people who always fail. You're an investor. You're putting your time, you're putting your money into something with the intent to grow it, to scale it, to build it. And you've got more than just one plan, right? Your plan isn't just to go to thrift stores. Eventually it's to build a system where you're able to take yourself out of the equation and hire virtual assistants, maybe do online arbitrage, get your money to work for you. So yeah, just wanted to make a quick little video as I'm out here hanging out in the hot tub, relaxing, trying to heal my back and hips and my knees. I don't know, lately I've been beat up, a couple years until I hit 40, but yeah, just working around the injuries and, trying to rest and recover and getting excited for the Little League World Series. If you guys didn't know, I live in Connecticut, and Fairfield, Connecticut is actually playing in the United States Championship today against Nevada, East versus West Coast. So looking forward to that. Gonna watch that, just have a good time, and just want to make this video. So guys, I appreciate you all. Much love. I'll see you in the next video. And if you're here till the end, just comment the word investor. I want to know, are you looking at yourself as an investor? It doesn't matter if you're only playing with a couple $100. Are you going to look at yourself as an investor? Set yourself up for success. All right, guys, appreciate you. Much love. Bye.